So, thank you, Robin. This is Robin, by the way, everybody. Oh, it's okay. I just kept walking. Okay. All right, so I'm feeling her. Whew. And then I still have William and Catherine, and then I'll get to everybody else in this line. I feel like I had to take the boy that was the gunshot, because if I didn't take him when I took him, he would have lost his energy, and then I would have never had a chance to read you. Because sometimes they can come through and they'll hold their energy for the whole 3 or 4 hours I'm talking, and then other times I might have to just be like, okay, they're bringing this person through now, because if I don't take them, they're not going to have the chance. So that's why I went to you. But Margaret's stepping in. So I'm going to talk with her for just a few minutes. Was she not the person on your mind? Huh? Was she the person on your mind? Okay. Because she's saying to me, I'm not alone, so that's why I'm asking. It just means there's other generations with her. So she was the one you were hoping for? Perfect. Okay, so she's starting to step in. She's taking her time. I'm going to end this to you, though, in case you want to say anything. Oh, she'll be okay. It'll probably only pick up most of this anyway. She's actually starting to step in. She's going to come stand right beside you. All right. There's a few people with her. I don't know if they're going to start to announce themselves to me, but she just said to me, hi, my name is Margaret. So it's her way of saying Margaret to me, and I kept feeling talk to my daughter, and that's why I came over and touched her shoulder earlier, because I kept getting this is my daughter. Do you understand? Perfect, good. You're very close to her because she makes me feel like I want to hug you. Wonderful, good. She was the main person on your mind today because you just wanted to be able to have a chance to have a few words with her. Okay, good. Because she's saying to me, my daughter came to hear from me today. You asked her to come? Because she said she asked for me. Do you understand it? Perfect, good. Now, sometimes people come to a group like this because they've never had the experience and they want to come, or they just go and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many people I'd love to hear from. I'd like to hear from this person, this person, this person, and this person. Or they'll come with the attitude of, I only want this person and this person only. Or, I don't care who shows up, I just hope that I have a chance to have a reading. She makes me feel like you specifically wanted her and you asked her to come. Do you understand it? Okay, good. You have some unanswered questions? Okay, because she keeps saying to me, today is about just talking to her because there's questions that's been on her mind that I want to answer. And sometimes that can just be about them being at peace. Do you understand it? Perfect. Okay, good. So I'm asking her to politely start to step in. You have some of her items? Because she's saying items to me. Whether it's 1 or 2 or a bunch, I just know that you have some. So I'm going to wait and see if she gives me the pictures. Sometimes I'll talk about specific pieces of jewelry. I've had them describe like cameos and statues and all kinds of stuff. I just know that you have some of her things. And because she's making me feel that there's the passing down. She's validating that her name is Margaret to me. She makes me feel like some people called her something different. Perfect. That's why I did like this, and I wanted to shorten my name. And that's usually either Marge, Margie, or Peggy when they make me feel like I want to shorten the name. But they'll always give me their proper name first, and then I feel like I want to... Perfect. I feel like I want to call her something shorter. But she went by the secondary name, and then everyone called her the nickname. So it's her way of saying, this was the name that I chose to go by, but this is what people called me. Do you understand? Perfect. Wonderful. She's very loving, very, very gentle. So she's starting to step in. I see the praying hands, and I can see rosary beads. So, perfect. So it's the way of validating not only the Catholicism, but the Catholicism carries back through the family. Do you understand it? Perfect. Now, if somebody's a different religion, they might just show me a Bible, they might just show me praying hands, but when someone comes through that has the Catholic, perfect. Do you understand it? That they're Catholic, they'll either show me the praying hands with the rosary, or they'll show me the Bible with the rosary. She shows me the praying hands with the rosary, so it's not only her way of validating that she was very grounded in her faith, and she makes me feel like she was a very strong Christian. Do you understand it? And that doesn't always have to be, I go to church every Sunday. Do you understand it? Perfect. But she's showing me the praising hands with the rosary, and it's her way of validating to me that she's Catholic. And that she, I'm asking her the way she wants me to explain the sentence. She's saying to me, I always felt very close to God, meaning she just had that daily connection with him. When they start to talk about their own faith and their connection with God or their connection with Jesus, I always will stop sometimes and then have them give me their words because it was their connection with them and no one else's, okay? So that's why I wanted her to make me feel what she was trying to say to me. She's saying to me, do you feel like you could have had more time with her before she passed? Because she just said to me, I know my daughter thinks and wonders if there could have been more time between us before I passed. And she couldn't always be there for me the way that she wanted to, but she needs to know that I don't have any ill feelings about that. Because she always wonders if there's something else that she could have stepped in and done. It's her way of saying to you that she knows you couldn't be with her the way that she wanted. Do you understand it? Did she ask you to be? Okay, I'm just asking, because it's just her way of saying that it was both sides, meaning she wishes there was the time and you wish there was the time, but I feel like I'm flipping the calendar, and she makes me feel like it just couldn't work out. Do you understand it? Perfect. And she's saying to me it's because of other priorities. And that could be anything. That could be family, it could be career, it could be anything. She's just saying to me, I don't want her to have any kind of guilt about that. Because there was times I wish that she could have been there with me more, and I know she wanted to be there with me more, and I know that it's something that's always sat with her, thinking she wishes she would have had just a little bit more time. That's all it is, okay? She's, what's with the facility? What's with the facility? She has me walking down the hall of the facility. Perfect. Good. When they're in a facility, whether it's in the end or just before the passing, and this was really strong, they'll have me start walking down the long hallway like this, and then I'll feel like I want to start going in their room, and I can actually hear nurses talking over the speakers, and I can hear some kind of loud alarm going off. Now, if somebody passes in the hospital, they'll make me feel the hospital room, they'll make me feel at home. She's not making me feel where the passing happened yet. I just know she had to be in a facility to be taken care of because she had to have their round-the-clock care. Do you understand it? Perfect. Because then I get the clicking of the clock, I can see the clock, and I know it's 24/7. It's her way of saying that this is what had to happen because she needed the care and she needed people watching over her. She makes me feel like her mind wasn't all there in the end, and that there started to be the memory losses as well. And this is sometimes when I get images, they are so vivid, it's as if I'm in her room. So they're showing me a picture of her room right now in this facility, and I can see the nurses walking in with the scrub hands. I can hear the medication of them giving her medication. She makes me feel like she wasn't really thinking clearly in the end, and that her mind was really fuzzy, and I can feel that her body starts to shut down, and I know there's several health issues because of the way she's making me feel. Do you understand? Perfect, okay? But I know that there's other health issues before this happened because she makes me feel like there's things that kind of led up to it, and then she goes. Meaning perfect. And that's part of the memory and her making me feel like she wasn't really herself, and she doesn't remember a lot of this. So it's her way of letting you know that you worried about what she went through in those moments, and for you not to worry about it as much as you have, because it's like she wasn't really even there. Do you understand it? Because they're showing me the line across the room right now, and she had so many people in spirit that were already trying to talk to her that she was dreaming about, and they were already with her, and she was back and forth between this plane and that plane because she wasn't really there because of the memory, and that has to do with what happened. Do you understand it? Perfect. But I'm also being told her memory was already starting to go before that even happened, and this just progressively made it worse. And I'm listening to what she's saying to me. She keeps saying, I wasn't really myself. It was like I was just laying in the bed. She goes, that's why I had to take you into my room. Because I wanted you to feel that I wasn't really myself in the end, but people had to take care of me. Perfect. Because she's making me feel that because it's her way of trying to give you more peace about this. Do you understand it? Good. Because she's having me lay in the bed. That's why she had to make me walk down the hallway into the facility. And I'm literally, like, I can explain to you what this facility looks like. It was that strong. And then she took me in the room. And then I can see the scrub nurses coming in and out in their scrub uniforms. And I know that it's full round the clock care. Because then she made me feel like I was placed in the bed. And then I feel like I'm not really there and my memory's half gone. Part of that came from that stroke because of what she experienced with that. And then she makes me feel like she's peaceful when she passes, that there's always the question of what it was like for her and the concern. And it's her way of saying to me, it's not really like she was there in the end anyway, because she was already back and forth between both planes, because she was already getting ready to go, because she knew she was going to go, and she knew it was her time. Perfect. Good. So it's just her way of making me feel it. So you have a better idea of what it was like for her. So that way it's easier for you to know that she was at peace in that moment and that they were already there making that connection and she was already doing the back and forth already. Do you understand? Wonderful. I'm asking her to take me out of this bed. I want to see if there's anything else she wants to show me about the passing because she keeps making me lay in the bed in this facility. And that's okay. They'll do that because they'll make me want to feel their crossover, and it's just her way of making me feel that it was peaceful for her, and that she felt and she knew that it was coming. And I feel she wants to validate that to you today, because she's trying to give you a little more comfort about it. Do you understand it? Okay, good. Okay. You carry something of hers with you? You carry something of hers with you? Because she's rubbing her hands. Perfect. And that's how she knows that you have that with you always and that you're carrying it. Do you understand? Wonderful. Good. Because she keeps doing this. All right. I'm asking her to get me out of the bed. Because she's doing this as she's laying. Okay, good. I'm out of the room now. All right. I'm asking her to step in front of me and see if there's any other pictures she wants to give me. She's... She just said, I love my daughter so much. My concern was for her to know what it was like for me, because not only could she not be there, but she wondered if I was okay, if I was at peace, what it was like for me when I passed. And it's her way of not only wondering how comforted I am here, what it's like for me in heaven, who I'm with in heaven, but it's also my way of letting her know how peaceful it is here and that I was at peace in the moment. Do you understand? Good, perfect. So I'm just repeating her words. That's why she took me to the facility, and she was making me feel like just her system started to shut down. And it just slowly was progressively getting worse, and the round-the-clock clear that she had to have. I'm asking her, she still wants me to call her Margaret, even though I know everybody called her Marge, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But it's just the way that she introduced herself to me, and that's okay. I'm asking her what else she wants to say, because they're saying to me I only have just a few more minutes with her. What's with the jewelry? She said, talk about the jewelry, talk about the jewelry, talk about the jewelry. Perfect. Do you wear it? No. Okay, because she keeps doing this, and that means that you're either afraid to, and it's in safekeeping, or you've only worn it just a few occasions, and you're worried about something happening it. Perfect. Okay, because I feel like I'm sliding like this, like I'm sliding it into the drawer, and then I want to close it. So you have it in the jewelry box? Okay, perfect. So, because she's making me feel like I'm sliding into a jewelry box. She keeps saying to me, it's okay, I understand. Tell her it's okay to wear it, just don't go out of the house with it. I've never had anyone say that. Usually they're like, it's only a piece of jewelry, they can wear it, it's fine, I want them to enjoy it. But she's saying to me, you're so concerned about something happening to it. So it's her way of saying to you, it's okay, wear it, just wear it in the house, so that way you can still enjoy it. Because she's saying to me, if you go out of the house with it, you'll be so worried about it, you won't be able to enjoy yourself in the moment. Because you'll be constantly looking at the jewelry going, is it still on my body? I've never had anyone say it like that before. So it's just her way of saying to you, that she wants you to be able to enjoy it. You're worried about something happening to it because it's so old. You want to make sure that it has a chance to be passed on and through the family. Do you understand it? So she's saying to me, I want my daughter to enjoy it. She's so concerned about it, just tell her to wear it around the house. So even if it's just for Christmas celebrations with the family or special occasions, she wants you to be able to enjoy it. You have to remember, on the other side, they don't look at material things like we do. It's completely different. She knows that it's very sentimental to you. She knows that the thought has crossed your mind about, should I wear this or not wear this? And then you're worried about something happening to it, so that's why she made me feel like I was sliding it into the jewelry drawer and it had to be in safekeeping. And then I feel like I want to wear it on occasion. It's her way of saying, it's okay to do that. And it's okay to do that. You've thought about it, you were uneasy. She said she thought about it, but she was uneasy because she thought she would never be able to forgive herself if something happened to it. Do you understand? She said, tell her that's why I said don't take it out of the house. Because then if you lose it or something falls off of it, it's easier to find that way. But she's saying to me, she makes me feel like if I walked out your front door, you would be so stressed out over constantly looking at the jewelry that you wouldn't be able to enjoy yourself in any moment that you did wear it. So it's her way of saying, she says, I want her to enjoy it. Perfect. Good. All right, I'm going to ask her if there's anything else she wants to say. What's with the retirement?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Semi-retired.
Perfect, because she keeps saying to me, tell her I want to talk about the retirement, so I'm just going to listen to her words. Okay. Are you thinking about going into the full retirement? Because she keeps making me feel like I'm rounding the bend, like I'm driving a car and I'm going around the corner. It's her way of making me feel like it's right around the corner for you. It's something that you know is coming up. And she keeps saying to me, tell her it's time to rest and enjoy her life. Tell her it needs to be sooner than later, but I know she wants to make sure that she's financially stable first. Because she says, and she shows me the big fan of money, that it's about the money for you and you want to make sure that you're good. Do you understand it? Perfect. Because she keeps saying to me, when she said, talk about the retirement, that can be somebody's in the process. It's in your mind as far as the thought. Perfect. Or it means, right, that you've already started to take the steps because you're already partially retired, and that it's just a matter of the next step for you to be fully retired. Do you understand? Good. She's smiling, and she makes me feel nothing but joy, and she makes me feel excitement, and she's making me feel like she thinks that it'll be a good thing for you. And she's saying to me, I want her to be happy. I want her to be able to enjoy the time that she has there, and tell her she needs a vacation. Have you not had one for a while? Have you not had one for a while? Okay, perfect. Has it been years?
It's been a lot of
okay.
going on in my job.
Has it been years since you had a vacation?
Last year.
Okay, because she keeps saying to me, she needs a vacation, it's due. And that's all I'm saying, but she's not giving me the time frame. And when they say that, usually it's around that 2-year mark. But if you're going into this year of work, then it will be going into that 2 years. Do you understand? Okay, perfect. So that's what it is. Because she's saying to me, tell her she needs a break, she needs a vacation. What's with the cruising? Hold on a minute. I gotta get through this first because I don't want to miss her picture. What's with the cruising? She makes me feel like I want to get on a cruise ship.
Cruise ship?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never been on a cruise ship.
Okay. Well, that's her suggestion to you. Because I feel it's so funny. I can hear the cruise ship. I can hear the like that. I can hear the horn going off. I feel like I'm dragging my luggage up the big ramps, and I feel like I'm going onto the cruise ship. Have you thought about it before?
I thought that.
There you go. Because she said, tell her she needs to do it, and it's because you've thought about it before. So she's saying to me, when you take your next vacation, you need to do that. And she's saying to me, if she gets on the boat, then I can go with her. Meaning she wants to go. Perfect. She says, tell her there's so many people that I'm with that I love and that we all love her. It's her way of validating she's the only one that stepped in for you, but then there's older generations that she's with as well, and her way of answering the question. Do you understand? Because she just said to me, there's so many people here and it's nice to have the time with them because I miss them all those years as well. Do you understand? Perfect. Good. I'm going to ask her if there's anything else she wants to say. I'm asking her if I can go on the cruise too. And she's laughing at me. It's really funny. But it's just something that she's validating.